Okay, I like to clap first. Uh, Good morning, guys. God bless each and every one of you guys. It is. Let's just get this thing going. It's Monday, January the 20th. It's a Wake the F Up Monday. Hey guys, welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen, Miss Miko. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right, guys. On this day of service, on this MLK Day, Martin Luther King Day, that's observed by the federal government and some states. We truly, truly appreciate you guys for tuning in this morning. The chat room is open, or you can call in. The number's 570-982-6950. We are live right now. At the moment, we're giving you guys a bonus show today on the national holiday. So we thought that I asked Miss Miko if she was available. She was, thank God she was available. So we're going to do a short show this morning. And welcome, guys. This is where you get your morning love on this National Day of Service, the MLK weekend. But most importantly, it's the only place in this entire earth where you get your morning started right. To the Queen, Miss Miko, God bless you. Uh, Good morning. Uh, 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 I don't know if you're looking a little blurry over there, or it might be me.
Am I looking blurry, Sean?
I don't know if your
It might be
lens.
you.
I don't know if it's your lens. If it's your lens, it's kind of blurry, or it could be my lens in my eyes, Miss Migo. But
Oh,
anyway, guys, good morning. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Waco team. Uh, Miss Miko, good morning. God bless you. And how are you?
good morning, good morning, good morning, Yagana. Thank you for being the first one in the chat room this morning. It's your girl, Miss Miko. It feels good to be here with you guys today on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. birthday. That's a pretty important day to be live. We got a good show for y'all ahead. We're going to talk about Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King and his impact on society. We're going to talk about how he feel about this tomfoolery. It's about to go down at 12 o'clock. We're going to talk about everything that happened over the weekend. But before we get into that, let's talk about this weather. Currently in Bethlehem, where we broadcast live from, it is 12 degrees, y'all. You heard me, 12. It's cold. Going up to high 22. It's going to be sunny. Hopefully some of that sun is going to melt the snow. In New York City, it's currently 18 degrees, going up to a high 25. It's going to be sunny, but it's still going to be cold in New York. But you want to stick with us, the only place on earth where you get your morning started right.
Where you get your morning started right. And before we start the show, guys, if y'all don't mind, the folks that are in the chat room now, could y'all please give some prayer emojis and some hand clap emojis to our beloved Miss Miko, who's a little under the weather today because she partied her ass off all weekend and there was a lot going on. And let's yeah, guys, in the chat room before we start, let's give Miss Miko some prayer emojis and some hand clap emojis and some thumb up emojis. Because this woman has been outside the whole entire weekend and she's a little under the weather right now.
Just a
Y'all don't
little bit, y'all. I'm trying to bring the energy up, 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 but I'm just feeling kind of, melancholy today. So bear with me.
God bless. Okay, guys, listen, let's just get into this real quick. On this day of service on the Martin Luther King weekend, we get into the history of Martin Luther King in a minute. Uh, Miss Miko is absolutely right. In this part of the country, it's cold as hell out here. It snowed yesterday, late afternoon, no, an early afternoon, and continuously snowed all the way until last night, and then it stopped, and then all of a sudden it got cold.
It's
So
hell.
so it's really cold out here where we're broadcasting from, and there's snow all over the place. And it's weird, Miss Miko. I'm at the age now where I hire folks to do things for me.
hmm
Thank God for Jesus.
Right.
And I got a guy that do the landscaping. I mean, my yard is not as big as yours, Miss Miko. Thank God for Jesus. Thank God for Jesus. But I cherish my little yard over here. I cherish my little patch I have over here. And I have a little landscaper guy and a guy to plow the snow out the way and all that. But it seemed like the timing of the way the snow fell last night, there was no one around. When it stopped at 9 o'clock, Miss Miko, I took my ass outside and started shoveling a little bit.
Did you?
Now I took my time, of course. My bonus son helped me, and he did a lot of the work. And I took my time. I don't want to fall out and have a freaking heart attack while I'm shoveling snow. And I like to say, Miss Miko, that my block over here, everybody's did their job and shoveled the sidewalks and the driveways, so we're good over here. But please, if you don't have to drive outside, don't drive, please. Stay in if you can. If you got to go outside and get that money, and be careful. Now, today is an important day. Here's the first thing. Today is the 60th inauguration day of a president of the United States, the 45th president of the United States, and now the 47th president of the United States, Donald Trump, will be sworn in at 12 noon this today.
Right.
He did the right thing. He said, "Yo, we're not taking this outside. We're gonna go inside because it's cold as hell and it's snowing." I'm not mad at him. This is what I'm confused about before I get back into this important day. And then Ms. Miko, I want your opinion on. Then Ms. Miko will talk about the TikToks and all that stuff. We get into that in a minute. Social media, especially black folks, and I'm a black man. You can see that. I've been a black man all my life. And black folks via social media are upset at Snoop Doggy Dogg and Nelly, who performed at the inauguration party.
And Soulja Boy.
Black folks, get over it, please.
And
Get over it. Nelly, Soulja Boy, Snoop are out. Some of our entertainment heroes.
Jigaboo ass niggas gonna be the first one to do it. I'm waiting. I'm gonna roll.
What's that sound I'm hearing?
That's Snoop talking 4 years ago about who's going to perform at the ball.
Okay, well, play that real quick. Play that real quick.
So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? Which one of you jigaboo ass niggas gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the fuck out one of you Uncle Tom ass niggas for doing it. Which one of you niggas gonna do it first? I was the one that performs for himself.
All right.
Snoop yesterday. Here he is performing.
So ain't nobody gonna perform.
So yeah, go ahead, Shawn. You can finish what you were saying.
Well, thank you. Well, you threw me off when you threw the video on. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Now, so since she's played that, then let me fast forward to what I need to say now. I'll get back to what the other stuff. He said, quote unquote from Snoop Dogg, Uncle Tom ass niggas. 10 years ago and 12 years ago, that statement was valid. No question about it. And Sister Soldier, welcome to the chat room. I've called on you and reached out to you. I was worried about you. And we're back on this social media platform, okay? And I was looking for you. Everybody give a round of applause to Sister Soldier, because
Hey, Chandra.
Because I need her, and I really need her in this chat room, and I was kind of concerned. I called her, and the phone went straight to voicemail. Uncle Tom ass niggas, yes. That was the case 12 years ago. Donald Trump hit the scene, and it was a lot of rhetoric. There was a lot of racism, and it was a lot of disrespect of the black folks, where black folks, even if they mentioned Donald Trump, they were thrown out of the black society. Remember when he announced president, he said him and Steve Harvey was friends, and we threw Steve Harvey out the black community for 4 hours. Remember that? Well, like anything in life, times have changed. Times have changed. Welcome to the show, guys. Special day of service, MLK Day. We're going to do this show, and we truly appreciate y'all. Please welcome. We are back on social media. We are back on this platform. If you were on the Patreon, you should have got your refund already. And thank you so much for even considering being on that platform. We tried something new, it didn't work. And listen, down the road, we might try something else. So we're back here, and we truly appreciate you. And we do need all of you guys back. So please, the folks that don't know that we're back on this platform, please let them know. We've been sharing that we are, so we're doing our job. But we need your help, and we truly appreciate you. And like Miss Miko eloquently said on Friday, we truly miss you guys, and thanks for your messaging, Miss Miko. Now back to this. Times have changed. How many times in our lifetime we felt a certain way about, Young enough, you got your, I got my refund. Good. Young enough got his refund. Sandra, I'm looking at the chat room. I got my glasses on. She got her refund. So I'm for sure that automatically happened last Thursday, I believe. I think last Thursday, everybody got their refund. If you didn't get your refund, please let me know so I can immediately get your you should get your refund, but if there's any problems, just please let us know. And we'll jump right on it. It was a tragedy to be involved with Donald Trump 10, 12 years ago. Wouldn't you agree, Ms. Miko?
It was.
Okay.
It was.
Today,
Chrisette Michelle, they had the girl on the verge of suicide because she performed at his inauguration. Remember that? She performed at his inauguration. He gave her $3 million, and we blacklisted her. Chrisette Michelle has been MIA ever since then. Stressed out. Black community did not support her. Carry on.
Yeah, true. And I think that I would say that, to be honest with you, now that looking back at it now, I think it was wrong. But when it happened then, I did understand why we were at an uproar. Mm-hmm. Black folks today, we live in a different environment. Who you really should be mad at is the Democrats and Kamala Harris for that terrible performance. That's who I'm mad at. I ain't even mad at Donald Trump. Donald Trump did his job. He went out there and he kicked some ass.
Donnie was being Donnie.
You got black folks like Tamiko calling him Donnie now. Like he's one of the homies. So I think you're mad at the wrong person at this time. So are we to throw our beloved Nelly out of the black community? Are you kidding me? Are we to throw Soulja Boy out of the community? And even though Snoop and quote unquote said, if you perform for Donald Trump, you're Uncle Tom ass nigga. Maybe that's the way he felt back then. And how many times throughout our lives we felt one way back in the day and changed our opinion or our views down the line? How many times have we done that?
Very true.
So black folks, for you to sit there and criticize our beloved Snoop Doggy Dogg, who I think at this moment is the world's most famous rapper. I think globally, everybody knows Snoop. I'm not saying he's the best rapper. I think he's the most known rapper. And he's achieved so much in his career. He represents his hood. He's done nothing but sent love through the black community via his music or his public advocacy or the things that he do. So he went out there and he got the bag last night. They gave him a check. They paid him to do what he had to do. Many of us have worked with people culturally that has nothing to do with what we do in our own lives.
Right.
How many folks work with Jewish folks and Arab folks and white folks and the Vikings that don't like black people, but you got that check?
Yeah, you got that check, but you stayed quiet. I think the problem with Snoop is that he was so vocal about it and so dead set against it. I think that was his downfall. That was his demise. He should have just kept quiet, got the check, and had no opinion about nothing.
So my question to you, black folks, and welcome to the show. We truly appreciate you. Let me know if you guys got your refund. Should we really throw and Nelly? And what's the girl? I forgot Nelly's wife. What's the girl's name?
Ashanti.
Ashanti. Nelly and Ashanti is the lower level of black royalty as couples. Mm-hmm. They're not up there with Michelle Obama. And look at the love story that they had. They got back together again. They got married, right?
Yep, got married, had a baby.
Had a baby. So are we to throw Nelly out of the black community because he performed for Donald Trump and he got the check in the bag? Who, by the way, this guy Nelly probably employs about 10 to 15 people around him every day. Let's knock it off, guys. The person that we really need to be upset with in Soulja Boy, I didn't know Donald Trump loved Soulja Boy, but God bless. But my whole thing is this. we're focusing on the wrong situation here. The people that we should be mad at is the Democratic Party. I'm a Democrat from New York City. Kamala Harris got her ass whipped. And not only that, she lost a lot of other people's jobs as well. That's who I'm mad at. If that's the case, we all wanted to throw Sleepy Joe out of the office. Well, I'd like to let you know for the record, I was one of those last ones that resisted throwing Sleepy Joe out of the presidential campaign.
Mm-hmm.
But he did better than she did. He won the presidency. She didn't. Those are the people that I think we need to focus on if we want to be mad at somebody, and not for Snoop Doggy Dogg, Nelly, and Soulja Boy, and every other African-American artist that went and got that check last night.
Mm-hmm.
Knock it off, black people. I'm a registered Democrat. Listen, they won. They won. And let me tell you something else before I yield my time. And shout out to my son. He in the chat room, Shawn Harvey. Y'all show my son some love.
What's up,
He's not
nephew?
a junior. He's not a junior, but he's his name is Shawn. I ain't gonna tell his whole name, but his name is Shawn Harvey. And my name is just Shawn Harvey. So shout out my son while he out there getting that money. But folks, please know that let's focus on rebuilding a party that's been crushed by the Republicans. And let me tell you something. I'm gonna yield my time to Miss Miko. We're going with the next story. We just got a special edition here. Okay, a day of service, MLK. We'll get into that in a minute. Let me tell you something, Miss Miko. When Donald Trump becomes president at 12 noon today, which is a few hours from now, he's gonna get that pen out and he's gonna start signing some executive orders for your ass. For your ass. I'm sorry, my migrant folks. God bless you. Your day of reckoning is today.
They already started going back. They had voluntarily started leaving last week. They was like, bye, they're not dealing with this. They started going back. They started going right back in the water through the jungle back to their country. They was leaving.
And all other executive orders that President Bush has on the books right now are gone. Those people who ran up the steps of the insurrection back on January 5th, back in the day, all of them are getting out of jail. All of them.
Yeah, they getting pardoned immediately.
Getting pardoned today.
Crazy.
So black folks, don't get mad at Snoop Dogg. I'm gonna yield my time. But don't get mad at Snoop Dogg, Nelly, and Soulja Boy. They out there working, getting a check. We all out here working, getting check, and we all out here have, in our lifetime, have worked with some folks that didn't deal with nothing that had nothing to do with our culture. So knock it off.
Mm-hmm.
Right. 12 years ago, different situation. Not today. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. I do agree with Miss Miko. Yes, Snoop, you opened up your mouth back in the day, and it came back to bite your ass. No question about it. But I am not mad at you. Now, guys, welcome to the show, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen, Miss Miko. And God bless you guys. And please like, share, follow, and subscribe. We're going to throw up some pictures from back in the day, Miss Miko, when folks had their Shawn Harvey merchandise on, and we had all these events that were going on. And at the end of April, we got a live podcast event at Comedy in Harlem. We truly appreciate you. Miss Miko, what else is going on out? And everybody, give Miss Miko a round of applause. She's not feeling well because she was out there running these streets for the last couple of days.
It was just one night.
Being a goddamn socialite. You can't be a socialite with a cold.
It was just one night, guys. It was a time. A time was had. But let me tell y'all a little bit more about what to expect today. So at 12 o'clock, that's going to start the inauguration. What to expect. Instead of, like Shawn said, instead of it being outside the Capitol, it's going to be actually inside the rotunda. That means space is crazy. Outside the steps of the Capitol is actually 10,000 square feet, and it was able to hold 1,600 people. Inside the rotunda, it's only 7,000 square feet, and only a select few is invited. So it's down to 750 guests. Those guests includes Elon Musk from Tesla, Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook, Jeff Bezos from Amazon, and Xiao Zhao from who? TikTok. Let's talk about TikTok, y'all. So, you know, TikTok got banned on Saturday. Saturday, me and my husband was out living our best life, having a good time. I came back, I signed on to TikTok, and it said, sorry, TikTok has been disabled in the United States due to da 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 da. Stressed out. Fast forward, yesterday morning, I went to sleep, I woke up. By muscle memory, I always, first thing I do is I open my phone and I scroll TikTok. That's just muscle memory. That's just what I do in the morning. TikTok's the first thing I do. You know, some people, they get up, they pray, they go brush their teeth, they wash their face. Not me. I wake up, I open my eyes, don't even know if I can walk yet, but I'm on TikTok. So that's what happened yesterday. I woke up, got on TikTok, got right on, and oh my God, what a beautiful day it was. So Donnie did it again. Donnie said that TikTok has to be restored. He says he wants 50% American ownership in TikTok. He said we have no choice but to save it. And he's going to seek a joint venture with Shao Zishu to be part owner of TikTok. So TikTok could be part American owned. So the message that I got was, as a result of President Trump's efforts, TikTok is back in the US. And I don't know if you guys got that message, but I will show you mine because I was so happy to post it on those other apps yesterday. It gave me a welcome back message. It said, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So you guys, what are you doing? Are you on TikTok? If so, follow us at Shawn Harvey Morning Show and follow me, Miss Miko 21 on TikTok, so you can stay up to date as to what we got going on, because we may be going live on TikTok too. But tell me, what's your thoughts on that? What you laughing at, Shawn? What's so funny?
Miss Miko's not feeling well, but she had a moment of glee on her return to TikTok. And thank you for your honesty. She said the first thing she do in the morning is grab that phone and go on TikTok. I'm not mad at you for that.
Where am I supposed to get my news and my recipes? How am I supposed to know what's going on?
Someone in chat room said, wait, what was it? Cherie? Hey, Cherie, how you doing? This has nothing to do with Harris. It has to do with our people not going out and vote. You can say that, but still the same thing. You're just saying it differently. The same thing. Black people didn't go out and vote. Harris was a terrible candidate. It's the same thing. The Nordics, the Babylonians, and the Vikings went out to vote. Okay? And this is a conservative country, and you know what it is. This is not a liberal country. And let me tell you something real quick before we get into that TikTok thing. My trans community, my transgender friends, you're gonna get shut down today at 12 noon. If you think you got a penis and you're gonna run in the bathroom with little girls that's in the bathroom, and in your mind you think that you are a woman, that's shut the fuck down. Trump gonna sign executive orders for that as well. If you think you're a transgender girl, if you're a guy and you identify transgender girl and you want to run in the high school track team for the girls, that's not gonna happen. You're done. So to the transgender community, I say this to you, okay? You better get your own section. If you're trans, you better be, the trans got to play with the trans.
It's so silly. I wonder what's that's going to look like, because a lot of businesses, they change their bathrooms to transgender bathrooms, gender neutral bathrooms, you know, that kind of stuff. So, I mean, what's it going to look like coming up in the next 4 years?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. How many times have I said it? Shout out to the plumbers union and all the plumbers out there and all the sheetrock guys, because you got that money because of the additional bathrooms. But they changing the language now. Now they don't put men and women on the label. It says just restrooms, and then they got symbols of men and women. Right. So they switched that up. So those executive orders, it's going down. Trans folks, it's a wrap. Y'all gonna have to sit back and relax until the Democrats come into office, and that might be another generation from now. So y'all sitting up there hooting and hollering, talking about you want your own bathroom and you trans and you want to play with the girls when you a dude, but you got makeup on your face. That ain't happening. Okay, and back to Sharice, whatever you say. Okay, if black folks didn't come out and vote, I'll give you that as well. But Kamala Harris was also a terrible candidate. Now, to the DJ Tall Guy, who's our beloved, one of our beloved members of the chat room. You owe me $1, sir.
Oh yeah, he do.
You owe me $1. I made a $1 bet with you, and where are you, folks? Inbox the world famous DJ Tall Guy from WBLS New York and tell his punk ass he owed me $1. Because if you listen to Miss Miko, she was happy as hell to make sure when TikTok announced they was on. But remember the other night, guys, they sent that message. We are no longer in service. We're out of here.
I was stressed out. I was so upset. So disappointed.
And then 12 hours later, or 20 hours later, it came back on. But yeah, I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I do agree that TikTok should be on the air. We do
Donnie
a lot
said
of
he about to buy 50% of it. It's gonna last. Donnie said he's gonna save us. He said America needs saving, and he's our savior.
And you know what? That's another thing now. Donald Trump, you know he's going to, and he did. He's the one that reversed his decision with TikTok. You know, if he was to run for president again, he would win again just by doing that.
Yeah.
He won't, but thank God for Tamiko calls him Donnie. Thank God, he can't run for president again. This is it. So, and Melania Trump and all the others are back into the White House. Okay. And welcome back, TikTok. Welcome back, TikTok. We need TikTok. I'm not even on TikTok like that, but we need TikTok, and we need all these social media platforms. What else you got, Miss Miko, on this day of service?
We're going to talk about, in addition to today being the inauguration day, it's also our beloved Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Day. Could we give a shout out and let's clap it up for Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King? It's a day in service for our beloved Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. It's celebrated on the third Monday of January every year. Shout out to the non-racist jobs that are giving you the day off today. We appreciate that. Some jobs ain't acknowledging it, but some jobs are. So if you're one who's fortunate to have the day off, shout out to you. Today, you should be celebrating by doing unselfish acts of service to other people. Whether it's snowing out here, go and knock on your neighbor's door and maybe shovel their snow. Or maybe buy a cup of coffee for the next person in line for you. Or maybe just talk to a Babylonian about who Dr. Martin Luther King is and his impact on society. It may change your life. Go ahead, Shawn.
My son asked where he could donate. So I want to talk about that real quick. So yes, we're going to go back to the donation format to donate to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. You could go to our Zelle, which is 570-982-6950. I'll put that in the room in our Cash App as well. So we'll put all that in the group information in the chat room before the show's out. So let me see if I could put it up there real quick. Let me see. Okay, there go this. Do you see that, Ms. Miko?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, there go our Zelle. We'll put our Cash App. So we're going back to that format for the intro. If you want to donate to the show, feel free to donate. There go the information right there, and we truly appreciate you. What were we talking about again before we leave?
We were talking about the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Day and what should you do on your day of service.
Right.
Being that he's known for, what's the word I'm looking for?
Nonviolence.
Nonviolence, yeah.
Okay, so the Crusader Martin Luther King, who was cut down in Memphis, Tennessee at the Lorraine Hotel back in the day, which
April
by the
4th,
way,
1968.
Okay, April 4th, 1968.
At 39 years old.
At 39 years old at the thank you, Ms. Rigo, at the Lorraine Hotel, which by the way is a museum now. And he was cut down by a Southern Babylonian. in the prime of his life. Martin Luther King ranks up there with John F. Kennedy Jr., also even Lyndon Johnson, who was the president back in the day, for passing massive civil rights laws that became federal government and was amended and changed part of the Constitution of the United States of America. Where, remember when Rosa Parks with the bathroom, and I mean on the back of the bus, and
you know her man had a car.
Excuse me?
They said her man had a car. Rosa Parks. Why was she on the bus if her husband had a car?
Listen, it might have been an argument that started the civil rights movement. Let's say they may have got into an argument, and she was like, "You ain't gotta take me to work today. I'm gonna take the bus." Maybe that's how it all started out. So the black man probably started the whole civil rights movement.
Crazy.
And sweeping legislation that came down from the federal government and passed through Congress was the Civil Rights Act of America back in those days, where it abolished the bathrooms where black folks couldn't use the white bathrooms and black bathrooms back in those days. That was all abolished. And remember, Martin Luther King walked from Selma to Montgomery and the whole thing. And he tried to do all this with a non-violent rhetoric and movement. And it's sad to say that he had this non-violence movement and he got killed with violence.
Oh, the irony.
You know what I mean? So, and then, as they always throw shade at Martin Luther King, like he had a little side chicks on the side and all that. I ain't even mad at Coretta Scott King dealt with, him with little chicks. Listen, the man was starting a movement.
He was a good man, Savannah.
Listen, when you start a movement like that, I'm sorry, maybe a vagina or two might slip into his hands. This man changed the landscape for African Americans in this country. It's only to be gunned down. So we honor Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King for his movement, for his courage, for his movement, his vision. And remember the irony, he had that "I Had a Dream" speech was the night before he got killed.
Mm-hmm.
So and then also remember when the feds made the a federal holiday back 20 or 30 years ago, none of the states acknowledged it.
Right.
None of them acknowledged it. Now I think maybe Ms. Miko want to look this up real quick, but I think most of the states in the United States acknowledge MLK Day. I think the stock market is closed. Ms. Miko, you might want to
it's a federal holiday. Everything is closed today. You're not getting no mail. You're not going to the bank. The museums is closed. Everything is shut down. People are off. If your job did not give you off today, they racist.
Right. So guys, listen, we're gonna move on. We're just doing a short show. We're just doing a day of service, Martin Luther King Day. Please, if y'all don't mind, like, share, follow, and subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. I know I do apologize. I didn't make an announcement that we were going to go live today over the weekend because I was out there running around. And speaking of running around, guys, New York City, y'all come on out. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team, the birthday bash. That's March the 8th at Commie in Harlem. Ms. Miko, please mark your calendar. I need you in the building. That's Saturday, March the 8th, New York City. We're going to party and it's going to be crazy. And
at Comedy in Harlem on March 8th.
Right. And then, like I said, but I'm waiting for Jamie to get back to me. I'll have the date. We're going to do the live podcast. It's going to be an after work special in New York City. Y'all come out and see Miss Miko and myself and Cindy J live in person at Commie in Harlem. We'll have that date. The last 2 shows we did sold out completely. And we would love to see you guys again. So when we do the show live, it is so dope and we truly appreciate you. Ms. Miko, what else you got on this day of service, MLK? And on this show, we call Mondays, Wake the F Up Mondays. Let's go.
Let me see what else I got for you guys. Hold on. Shout out to Cindy J, my sister. Girl, what you doing, girl? Wake up. Cindy probably had the time last night, y'all.
Yeah, I spoke to Cindy. I think she's trapped in New Jersey or something like that.
Cindy. It's never
trapped. You trapped. Hold on, wait a minute. Before you go into your next step, how are you trapped in New Jersey, son? We live out here in Pennsylvania. It's only an hour that way. How are you trapped? Are you? It's not like you in Siberia somewhere, son. How are you trapped in New Jersey?
Oh
Who's
my
trapped
God.
out here in this type of weather?
I can't.
Sometimes, and I'm not saying for Cindy, I'm just saying for anybody. Sometimes you got to stay your punk ass home. Sometimes you got to stay home. Even if you have the resources to go out, stay home. You're not built like that.
Trust me, Cindy's fine.
People love to go out. We had a comedy show, and I reached out to Miss Miko the other day. She texted me about the comedy show, and I'm glad that she did because I was going to reach out to you, but I forgot. But thanks for texting me. She said, "Yo, is the show going on?" No, it's canceled. It's canceled. The comedians were coming from New Jersey. I refunded back everybody's money for the ticket, and it was a safety concern.
Yeah.
It wasn't me being selfish, like, yo, we still doing the show. No, I'm thinking about the people that's traveling to the show in bad weather. And what time did it start snowing? I think it started snowing about 12 noon, a little bit. It wasn't sticking. And then about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon out here, this thing started revving up. Is that correct, Ms. Miko?
It got crazy about that time.
Right, so about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it was crazy out here already.
Yeah.
So I canceled the show because I know I need to stay my punk ass home. I'm not going to get stuck somewhere. Who wants to get stuck somewhere on a highway or somebody visiting somebody's house when you knew you were supposed to stay home?
Yeah.
Guess what? I'm in my house right now. Miss Miko's in her crib right now. You know why? Because we stayed our punk asses home. Sometimes you ain't got to be everywhere all the time. I'm not talking about saying, I'm just saying, just generally speaking. And don't get me twisted. Don't get it twisted. When I was a younger man, because I'm 15,000 years old now, and I got better sense and some wisdom. When I was a younger man in the snowstorm, yeah, let's get on the 2 train and let's go to Brooklyn on the hunt or search for some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not going out there.
It's crazy.
That's an emergency.
I'm not leaving my house today, period. I don't care what's going on. I'm not going outside.
If you are blessed to stay home, whether you got the day off, the day of service or MLK, or you work from home or whatever, or today's, and most folks got the day off anyway, stay your ass home. And if you got a car, don't drive your car. I don't care where you live. And if you walk, make sure there's a lot of ice out there. Be careful. You break your hip out there playing games.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got nowhere to go. Walk the dog. Let the dog walk himself. Because that's a lot of
you
times.
You ain't going to let Cooper walk himself. Open the door and let Cooper go out there right now. You is not
Cooper walked himself at 4 o'clock this morning. Because I'm not going to have no dog drag me and then I bust my ass on a piece of ice and then I fall and break my right buttocks bone. I don't have ass. I don't have ass I don't have that cushion ass when I fall. I've never had an ass. I don't have that. When I sit down, you feel these 2 bones over here, and I got soft ass tissue. Pause.
Poor thing.
I don't have a muscular ass. Pause. I got a soft ass. I got an ass that can't handle no snow or ice. So if that's the case, Harvey's staying home, and I got arthritis in both my knees. Are you out of your mind?
I agree, Shawn.
And I'm going to sit there stranded somewhere, and half these people don't want you in your house anyway. Mm-hmm. People like, okay, you can stay overnight, and you good, don't worry. But when you wake up in the morning, you got to get out of here.
They're like, the roads are clear. The trains is running.
So be careful. Be careful walking outside. if you don't have to go outside?
Yeah.
A grown-ass woman out there stranded in New Jersey. How are you stranded
Leave
in
my
New
sister
Jersey?
Cindy alone. She will be fine. Sis, we're rooting for you. You're going to get home, girl. We're rooting for you.
Yo, everybody, put the prayer emojis up for Cindy J. She's stuck in New Jersey.
She was outside. She was out and about. We praying for you, sis.
And welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your one star. We are back right here on social media. I think some of you guys, you get notified. If you don't, let us know if you don't get notified that we go live. I do apologize. I was going to make a video yesterday saying that we were going live today. We just wanted to do a few minutes, a day of service for MLK. And I appreciate Miss Miko. She's under the weather a little bit, and she, had she said, Shawn, I could do this for a few minutes, and I appreciate you. What else you got, Miss Miko?
That's
And Miss Miko,
what
next one. So over there where you live, that mansion over there where you live.
What about it?
Is it like when you come out your driveway, is it a lot of hills, a lot of snow? Because I've been watching these videos on social media, right? Where cars are sliding, like they pull in their driveway, or people drive pack out of their driveway, and it's just a sheet of ice, and then you see the car just sliding down
sideways down the hill. Yes.
Is that the type of environment?
Yes.
Is that the type of environment you're in?
Yes.
Then stay your punk ass home.
I don't plan on going out. I don't go out in bad weather. If it's raining, it's snowing, any type of craziness happening outside, I stay inside. I don't play with that. If I'm driving and it starts raining and stuff, I'm going into the mall. I'm not playing with that. No.
And guys, if you're driving, are you ready for drive? Is your car ready to?
Is them tire pressures okay? Make sure you check the tire pressure, y'all.
And I'm not, and God bless you, Miss Miko, I ain't even talking about a tire pressure. Do you got a little blanket in the car? And do you got a pee cup? Do you got a pee cup in the car?
That part. You right.
You better have a pee cup.
You right.
You better carry a pee cup on you anyway.
And do. You right.
You better carry you some cookies around. A can of sardines. We used to, Mr. Miko, back in the day, we used to eat sardines back in the day in a can.
I never did that.
Who's built for that? Put a number 1 in the chat room if you ate the sardines in the can like Harvey.
Huh? Can't relate. No.
What else you got, Miss Miko?
That's all I had. We spoke about the inauguration. We spoke about TikTok coming back. We spoke about Snoop. That was all late breaking news this weekend and today. We don't really got nothing else going on today. We spoke about the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King today. Y'all go out there and be great.
Put a number 1 if you had the sardines, Miss Miko. For you to qualify to be 100% Black, African American, I think you should go to the supermarket, get you a can of sardines.
No.
They're over there, Miss Miko. They're over there by the tuna fish.
Nothing processed out of no can, Shawn. No.
Miss Miko.
No.
Miss Miko. The sardines are over there by the tuna fish.
No.
And let me tell you something, Miss Miko. And I maybe y'all might want to research this real quick before we get off the air. Sardines in a can is one of the most healthiest foods you can eat. So put a number 1 in the chat room if you had the can of sardines in your lifetime.
They putting it in there. They know about that.
I can't see the chat room at the moment.
Somebody said they eat it with mustard. Nicole Harris said with mustard.
Yes.
Nyroma said sardines and grits.
Yes.
Rassy said it's with the potted meat and Vienna sausage.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Miss Miko, what is wrong with you?
It's a hard no. No.
Miss Miko, you're going to tell me you've never in your lifetime, as an African American, never cracked open a can of sardines and threw them back?
Absolutely not. No.
I would say everyone in the chat room, put a number 1 in the chat room if you think Miss Miko should try. Would you be open to trying?
No.
Why, Miss Miko?
Because I don't eat processed foods. I don't
It's
eat that
not
stuff.
processed.
It's in a can that
So
sits on a
what?
shelf for 30 years. I'm not eating that. No. No. No, thank you. I'm good.
I would love for Miss put number one chat room if Miss Miko should try the sardines. All right. Well, well, thank you so much. Whatever, Miss Miko.
Oh,
I see.
somebody says shrimp and grits is delicious. I might make me some grits today. Not the shrimp, but I might make me some grits. That's a good idea. I can have that for breakfast.
Well, since you say that real quick before we get up, and guys, please like, share, follow, and subscribe. We are here. We're back on social media, and we appreciate you. Shout out to LaShawn Haynes Jones and Nayroma Johnson and Mr. Miko. If you could say a few names before we get out of here, we're
D-Lo
not
Mathis, Michael
D-Lo.
Jackson. Michael, where you been? We was back on the scene last Friday. I was looking for you, Michael. Where have you been? Shout out to Michael. Shout out to Nayroma. Shout out to LaShawn Haynes Jones, working for Transit Racist Company. Got you working on this great Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Day. Shout out to you. Who else is in here? Nicole Harris. Hey girl, past, present. What's up? What's up? What's up? Who is Byrie Derek? Who's that? Is that your friend Sean?
Oh, that's my cousin, Derek Bry.
Hi, Derek. What's up?
That's my cousin. What's up, cuz?
Shout out to my nephew, Shawn Harvey. What's up, little young man? Tara Lee, shout out to you, past, present. What's up? The Godfather Sola. We had such a good time earlier in the year when we went to the Black Tie Ball. It was good seeing you. And who else we got here? I think that's it. I think I shouted everybody out.
And earlier, Sister Soldier and all the others in Younger Nut, and God bless.
Yeah, Younger Nut was first one in chat room. Shout out to you, Younger Nut. Thank you so much.
Now, Miss Miko, I thank you for, and we'll be back on the air in the middle of the week and then Feel Good Friday. Miss Miko, you bring up something interesting before we go. Miss Miko, I eat the grits. I love the grits. I'm a grit eater.
I like grits too.
But Miss Miko, I'll be honest, you was honest with us earlier today when you said that you get up in the morning, you jump right on that phone and you go to TikTok.
Don't even know if I can walk. Don't even know if my legs work, but I'm on TikTok.
Miss Miko, can I have an honest moment with you guys and with you?
What?
Miss Miko, I eat the instant grits out of the pack.
What you mean out of the pack? In the jar?
No,
like this?
They come the Quaker's the Quaker grits, right? They also have an instant version of it.
I've never seen those.
Where it comes in a.
So you don't be on the stove like this?
No, right? I don't.
You don't do that?
Nah, I don't. I'm having an honest moment, guys. No, I don't do. Miss Miko, they come in a box over there. They over there by the grit section, right? And they come in a box, and it's 10 packets in a box. And you boil the water, and you take the packet, and you rip it out, and you put the grits in a bowl, and then just boil the water. And then you put the amount of water in that's instructed on the packet, and you just stir it up. And that's it. It's done.
That sounds like the instant oatmeal.
And I love eating the grits instant. I don't remember when the last time. I think what my wife had cooked them like months ago, but I don't remember the last time I had the grits that you talk about. Like you sit there and you literally cook the grits, right?
Yeah.
Now I don't do that.
You add your butter, salt, and pepper, and cheese.
Yeah, you can. I add that after I do it, but I don't put the cheese in the grits. Put a number one in
You're
the.
not eating grits if you're not in front of the pot like this. I don't know what it is you're doing.
I don't know. I like the instant grit. I don't listen. Miss Miko, it's very convenient. You boil the water, right, and you measure a half a cup or whatever it is in the measuring cup. You put it in the bowl. You stir it up, and it's there. But I think we talked about this before we go. Miss Miko says she put the cheese in the grits. I don't put the cheese in the grits.
It's a must.
Put a number one, and I'm gonna talk about football for a second. Put a number one chat room if you put the cheese in the grits.
It's
Put a
a
number
must.
two if you don't. I don't put the cheese on the grits. Okay?
Mm-mm.
Put a number one in the chat room if you put the cheese on the grits. Put a number two if you don't. I do a little salt, pepper, butter. That's what I do for my grits. Now, if you put cheese on your grits, there might be something mentally wrong.
Mm-mm.
Now, football was unbelievable yesterday. Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles, who won a thrilling game in the snow last night. I took the Eagles to win. They did. And I took Saquon Barkley to score a touchdown, and they did. And shout out to the Buffalo Bills, who are playing the Kansas City Chiefs next week to go to the Super Bowl for like the 14th straight time.
Wow.
And guys, welcome back to the show. We're right here. We're up 3 days a week, Monday, Thursdays, and Friday. And we do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for, we tried something new, it didn't work. And like that's not to say that we won't try something new in the future, but we just like to say that we are back here. And please like, share, follow, and subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. We're going back to the donation format. So feel free whenever, if you want to donate, if the spirit hits you, you could donate to the show. I would prefer you guys donate on a Friday. I would prefer we do that on a Friday, but we're back to that. Please let us know if you didn't get your refund, because Ms. Miko, I think a lot of folks said that they got their refunds already.
Yeah, they did.
And we truly appreciate it. And then before Ms. Miko said her last word, Ms. Miko gonna sit there and she gonna throw the shade out to LaShawn Haynes Jones a little bit, talking about why she working on Martin Luther King
Dr.
weekend.
Martin Luther King Day.
And I say this to my beloved LaShawn Haynes Jones, which I literally known for 40 years and better. Y'all guys don't know that. I literally known this woman 40 years. I love this woman. I say this to you. Disregard what Miss Miko's talking about, because she done lost the left side of her mind. Get that triple money today. Get that overtime money today. Get the bag today, sis. If you sitting there working at overtime and you have a job, and I'm just saying to anyone, if you're working today and you got a job that's paying you double time or triple time for coming in for the holiday, get all the money. Don't sit there and worry about what Miss Miko talking about, sitting there in that mansion over there on top of a goddamn hill. Get your paper. So to my beloved sis that's out there, get all the money. And to anybody else that's out there working today, and you blessed to get you a little overtime or whatever, get all that money, or every dime of it. Okay? And God bless you. Disregard what Miss Miko saying, please.
Work's overrated.
Put a number one in the chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number two if you didn't. And please, guys, our groups are reactivated again. Come on over to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. I'm gonna ask Miss Miko if we go on TikTok for 5 minutes after we do this. I don't know if she's gonna do it, but we'll see what happens. Whatever, Miko. And thank you so much for tuning in today, and God bless you guys. And like Miss Miko said the other day, I do most eloquently. She said the other day, she really, she said she missed you guys, and I feel the same way. So we are here, we are back, and God bless. Miss Miko, thank you so much. Truly appreciate you, young lady. You have the last word.
My last word is from the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. The time is always right to do what is right. See,
there you go. One more time, if you don't mind.
The time is always right to do what is right.
There you go. All right. Thank you, guys. We see you guys on Thursday, God willing, and Friday. And thank you so much for tuning in. Miss Miko, let's wave at these folks. Come on. Let's wave at
Bye,
these
y'all.
Bye, guys. And I see you later. And God bless y'all. Please like, share, follow. You know what it is. Thank you.
Be safe. Bye, y'all.
All right. You already know.